laced with classics.
Hey, what's going on, my family? This is your man, Redboi. This is the Redboi Radio Show. Content and conversations for the culture is how we get down. Family, thank you so much for joining me for this episode number 14. So it seems very small because I've been doing this thing for about 6 years now. But my podcast format is brand new. So we are up to episode 14. We will definitely throw a party when I get to episode 100. But I only get to 100 if I keep on moving. So, family, whether you're here or not supporting this boy, I'm going to keep on moving. But if you're here, let me thank you real quick for riding with your boy and always showing love, sharing my content, liking pics, whatever the case may be. However you have supported me in the past, I really, really appreciate it. And if this is your first time clicking on this here show, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, we get down with content and conversations for the culture. Today is one of those days we're definitely going to have a wonderful conversation. So hope when you're done, you can go back to my website or go back to Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to this podcast, and leave your comments and tell us your thoughts on a particular topic. Of course, while we're recording this episode, we are streaming live on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page. So if you are logged on to that, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And as we go through this conversation, I will hope to read some of your comments if you decide to join in. So once again, we are here. We'll have to have a good time, and I'm glad that y'all joined us, all right? So let me move across the table, and let me introduce you to my co-host who decided that she wanted to show up late today for this here episode, but she's on time right now. Thank you so much. My girl Anjelie is in the building. What's happening?
Hey. You know, say the best for last.
Say the best for last. That's right. How you feeling?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. I'm here. It's a
Right.
Friday evening. We chilling. It's a good time. Got you in the building now. You made it safely.
You know,
No
retired
traffic.
life. Every day is Friday. So
You know what? You ain't got to brag, Craig. You ain't got to brag. I got you. No, it's all good. And also, family in the building, we got a special co-host. If you listen to the last episode, she was in the building. She dropped some fire poetry, y'all. She's a poet, a writer, an actress, activist, and a little bit of everything, the whole nine. She do everything but everybody's hair. That's it. Right? Is that right? No, and she don't babysit, and she don't babysit either, y'all. She already got past that. All right, y'all say what's up to my girl. Prudence is in the building. What's happening? Glad to have you back again.
Thank you.
That's good. Did you enjoy the last show?
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed the last show. I finally got past my nervousness.
Okay, so you good now?
Warmed up a little bit.
Right. You had me over here blushing a little bit, but it was good. So hopefully everybody goes back and listens to that. And, of course, if they haven't heard and they want to hear more from you, we already told y'all where to get them tickets, family. We will talk about that before we get out here today again to make sure they join in and say what's up. All right, so family, this is going to be a good show. It really is, because the topic today is one I think that needs to be had. It's been a lot of stuff going on around us each and every day. So much stuff going on. It's like it never stops. You know, we got the war. We still got Black Lives Matter issues. We got KBJ got confirmed, which is a good thing. We got Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. I mean, it's just so much going on. So it's a lot to talk about. So this particular topic will kind of dive into that a little bit. So once again, if you're with us and you're listening to us or watching us behind the scenes, make sure you comment, and we'll get your comments on the air as well. All right. Anybody else got anything before we kick this off, ladies? Anything special y'all want to talk about? Anybody's birthdays coming up? Anything special? Nothing?
I would like to shout out to my son. He's going to have his 26th birthday on the 18th. So.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
so
King son.
He Aries, right?
He's an Aries.
I know a lot of Aries right now. I really do.
I'm surrounded by Aries. My mom, my oldest brother, my nephew, my baby daddy, and my son.
Why you say it like baby dad? Why you say it like that?
Daddy. Baby daddy.
That means something went down.
No, we're good. We're good. It's a habit at this point.
I got you. All right, so fam, y'all know how we do it. Content and conversations mixed with these classes. So we're going to go into a class real quick, fam. And when we get back, we're going to get into our topic of the day. So let me prep you for this. All right, today's topic is going to be called Burnt Toast. All right, y'all keep it locked right here, fam. This is the Redboi Radio Show. Let's go.
Listen.
Yeah,
We have officially entered the zone.
coming out your stereo.
Red Zone.
All right, family, we are back. It's your man, Redboi. It's the Redboi Radio Show. And right about now, family, we're going to get into our Red Zone topic of today, or topic of discussion. And today's topic is going to be burnt toast. Now, I don't know what side of town you on. If you want to say it proper, it's burned. But we say burnt toast from where I'm from. So let me kind of paint this picture for you, fans, so you know exactly where we're going. So once again, I say, depending on where you are from, if you woke up in the morning, try to fix yourself some breakfast that you really didn't know how to fix, you just trying to test the waters per se, or you had one of those toasters that didn't work that well. Sometimes you get that toast in there and you try to turn it on the right knob and hope it come out looking good, but every now and again that toast would be so black it's burnt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burnt toast, correct? But if it wasn't all the way burnt, mom and grandma don't play that. All right, what you gonna do is go in that drawer, get that butter knife, and you're going to scrape off the bad parts, and you're going to keep the good parts, and you're going to continue to eat. Now, that's if it has some light-skinned spaces in it, right? But if it was real dark, you know you had to throw it away. But if it was still light-skinned in some areas, you scrape it off, and, or, if you didn't scrape it, you put a little butter on it. It'll still taste okay.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it. But we did it. We scraped off the bad, and we kept the good, which leads us to our topic, burnt toast. So what I want to talk about today, fam, is like we started the show off. There's been so much going on around us. All right. We got these so-called celebrities, A-listers, if you will. Now, we give them that title, but they're regular people just like us. All right. And sometimes you'll see someone do something that you might be disappointed in them in because they didn't behave the way you want them to, or they didn't act the way you wanted them to. And so we decide in this day and era, which for me personally, I don't think it's an actual culture per se, but that's what they say it is. And that is cancel culture. So a person makes one mistake and we want to cancel them, or two or three, and we want to cancel them instead of taking that burnt toast, scraping it off, and keeping the good parts. All right. So we're going to go over a couple people today. All right. Or a couple of celebs, as y'all would say. And I want to hear from my ladies, and I also want to hear from you if you're online. I want to know what it is you're doing with this particular person. Are you scraping off and keeping the good part, or are they too burnt and you're going to throw them away? Y'all got me?
Got you.
All right, we're going to go, and if y'all come up with a name, just throw it at me, and we'll just keep going, because I got a few in my head right now, and I know where I'm going to go with them, but I want to hear what y'all got to say, all right? So first off, let's do this. Now, we just know recently, of course, all right, Mr. Will Smith, Mr., all that good guy. He does a whole lot of stuff for the community. All this, he's been acting. He makes us laugh. He does all these things. But all of a sudden, at the Oscars this a couple weeks ago, of course, his lady gave him the side eye. I'm going to keep that clean. His lady gave him a side eye, his queen, whatever. And he decided, because of a bad joke, is what I thought it was. If y'all have a different opinion, this ain't the convo for that. All right. But it was a joke told about his wife, his queen. He felt like he needed to protect her. So live on television at the Oscars, all right, he decided to go up there, of course, and slap Chris Rock. Y'all know that. I don't have to go into whole detail. So now that has happened, of course, we know the Academy wanted to do their punishment to him. He already resigned, but even today they came out and said now they banned him to attend anything that has to do with the Oscars or the Academy for 10 years straight. He probably wouldn't go no way, but they did it, I guess, to save face, whatever be, right? So now, let's start off with my man Will Smith. All right, now for me, personally, I can look back and all the great things he's done. I mean, Fresh Prince. I mean, that's part of our culture. All right, watching that show, watching live, his performances, his hip hop, his music, all those things are great to me. So that one slap will not define Will Smith for me. All right, he lost it. All right, or he lost control, if you will, and for whatever reason, he decided it was okay for him to protect his queen, so he did what he did. But that one slap is not going to take me to where I got to cancel Will Smith and never buy a ticket to one of his shows or buy another CD or whatever he might put out if he's still doing it. I think he's done with that. So that's my way of looking at it. So I'm going to pass it to our special guest first, and I want to see what she got to say.
Thank you very much for
All
this
right.
topic, because it allows me to finally get this out.
All right.
I'm not canceling Will Smith for anything. I am and forever will be a Will Smith fan.
Mm-hmm.
He had an embarrassing, vulnerable moment. I personally, in my own opinion, holds his queen, his wife, responsible for what happened with that, but that's another show, another day.
You can touch on it real quick because
I'll
put my 2 pennies in there too.
I really feel like there was a moment that, okay, given all the angles that were shown,
right,
Jada had the opportunity to stop her husband from that embarrassment, and she did not take it. She laughed the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the way we as a people emasculated him after that was embarrassing to me. I mean, listening to all this, we done got set back 10 years and,
right, yeah.
you know, that some people were saying I'm tormented, and shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because it was not that. It was a very bad thing. It was a very embarrassing thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel also, in my opinion, that the joke Chris made was not what made him get slapped or what made Will slap him. I feel like Will has been under a lot of pressure because of his marriage for years, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. Now, you can take into account everything that happened after the moment, how initially he apologized to the Academy, and then he went and he partied. He celebrated his Oscar win, and then he came back and he formally apologized to Chris and then again to the Academy during his resignation. Things that I anticipated that he was going to do.
Right.
But we have to keep in mind, again, and stay focused on the real right here, and that's the Oscars and the Academy. When have they ever been about Black people?
No.
This would have been the blackest Oscar moment they would have ever had. And I will say that and say that's the sad part of what was taken away in that moment.
Yep.
But Will Smith did not set us back 10 years because let me ask this. If Will Smith,
Chris's jaw back 10 years.
if Will Smith had waited until after the presentation to slap the shit out of Chris Rock, would that have made it better?
Right.
He still would have slapped him, right?
Yeah.
So what are we canceling exactly here? I would say Will finally has put himself in a position where, you gonna have to, that book and your little wife and that red table gonna have to go somewhere and sit down.
Yeah.
And y'all really gonna have to work this thing out. I'm not opposed to y'all separating and going through with the divorce. Now, I never wished that on people, but I'm real invested in my opinion on Jada Pinkett right now.
Yeah,
that woman is a narcissist.
I believe that too. Both of them need some healing.
They both need healing.
Sides.
They both need healing.
Sides,
but to keep in terms with what your topic is, would I cancel Will Smith? No, I am not. No.
Gotcha. I would not either. But go ahead.
No, I can separate the artist from the person.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stuff that I've done in my past. I don't want that judged on what I do for the community, whatever.
Yeah.
I want it separated from what I do from the community and me personally. Because those are two separate things. Like, my private life is my private life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Unfortunately, their private life has been out in the open due to the red table and all that other stuff. He has to have consequences for his actions. You're going to have to. You just can't go up and slap nobody. Whether it was right or wrong, it was a heat of the moment thing. And it happens. It happens. And I guess because I'm older, I'm at the 48 and up club.
Right.
I can apologize immediately when I'm wrong. Just totally. Even if it's not a well thought out apology. Hey, I'm going to get with you later, man. Something went and it snapped, and I apologize, and I will talk to you later. And just leave it at that until you can form proper thoughts or whatever. But it needs to be said somewhere. When you jack up, when you personally attack somebody, whether it's physically or words or whatever, you need to stop right there in the moment, whether you can have the words to say what you need to say. I am sorry that I hurt you, whatever. I'm going to get with you in a moment. Because, you still working out what's going on in your head.
If
Chris Rock didn't react because
remorseful.
he was like, whoa.
Trying to figure it out himself.
Yeah.
He said he was still processing.
Yeah, he was processing. And, I can't imagine. Everybody said I woulda, coulda, shoulda,
I
whatever.
feel sorry for Chris. I'm not
separate.
against Chris. I did feel sorry for him. The embarrassment.
I didn't feel like it was a bad joke.
No,
Even with
nothing that warranted a slap.
Right.
I mean, we talk about the handicap, we talk about races. It's just nothing that's off limits, especially with comedy and stuff. And he's heard it before, like you said. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, whatever. And like I said, it happens. We're a human, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's crimes of passion and this and that, and it happens. you know, it just happens. But, you know, you just got to apologize for it. And with the cancel culture,
What do we do with the cancel?
Yeah, we gonna keep talking about it because that's all. Because it's
like
some more
the
out
bully
there.
culture.
It's some more
the
out there.
bully
now
culture.
that's
Because
the right term.
you can be a hero behind a keyboard and type up some stuff, and these people's name is not on your mortgage or any of your bills. Why should you be so that venomly involved in somebody else's life that you've got to try to stop their livelihood, discredit any work that they've done? I mean, would you want it done to you? And like I
Would
said,
you want that
would
done
you want
to
it done to you?
you?
We're all human. There's
Yes.
Mother Teresa has offended somebody.
Everybody.
She has offended somebody. You know what I'm saying?
The Pope.
There's no saint that hasn't offended somebody.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
Jesus
Christ
offended people.
Jesus Christ can't, you know,
He
help
had to flip
everybody.
over tables.
But you have
Right.
to think, even if it's somebody who's not for me, I hate to bring this man's name up. You know, that last president we had. I don't even want to say his name.
Right, okay.
Mhm.
Cancel culture should really hit him upside the head. But
Did
it
not.
didn't.
Right.
Did
But
not.
it did. But people have their right to an opinion.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
just do, whether it's one that you value or not value. It
Mhm.
is what it is.
I agree.
And it's all about perception, because even like you said, Prue, when we start dealing with this situation with Will, and like you said about Jada, you know, the perception is to a lot of folks, okay, Will's a hero on one side
Mhm.
because he protected his queen, but the other side looking at it like, wait a minute, because I would want the same thing. That's one thing about being in a relationship with somebody, married or not married. You
Yeah.
want your significant other to protect,
To protect.
you too.
That was her
so
line
protection
to protect
is,
him.
baby, I'm good. Calm down.
Yes.
We're gonna make it. It's
Yes.
okay, baby.
And I had put
Remember
on
where you
my
at
page
real
right
quick,
after he
you know?
did it. And,
Yeah.
you know, my reaction, I grabbed his arm and he would have said, baby, you still beautiful. And we'd have been okay.
Right.
We would have been fine.
Right.
We'd have been okay.
We
But it
would've
goes
been
back to
fine.
Because
perception.
my king is all I need to worry about.
Right.
I don't care if everybody knew mama don't like me.
But it goes back to perception.
Right.
Because G.I. Jane was a bad mother. You know what I'm saying? She was bad.
That
She-
was not
and
She
she was-
played
joke that
Trinity.
warranted
She
the
played
slap.
Right.
Trinity
But
in
she
this
looked
Matrix. She's a
pretty.
bad mama
But no,
jamma.
I'm talking about Demi Moore herself.
Yeah.
In G.I.
But I'm
Jane,
talking
she was
about
pretty,
Jada.
and she took on a man.
I
in
would
that
have
movie,
took that as a
right?
compliment.
It was meant to be a joke, but yet compliment at the same time.
And
They
when you
didn't
look
see it
at
that
the
way.
But you gonna take it
angles,
both-
when you look at when I looked at her angles, initially, the first thing I saw, guys, when it first hit the fan, what I saw first, because I was not watching the Oscars live.
Oh, I wasn't either.
I saw Chris make the joke, and I saw the camera go to Jada, and she was just like, ugh. And I initially feel like, oh my God, that offended her, the alopecia. I
Mhm.
follow Jada, so I know
Right.
about her alopecia. And then I saw Will laugh, and he looked at her, and that's when he, got up.
Mhm.
It was in that moment, it was after that, it was in that moment I was like, chivalry. He's protecting his queen. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But I still did not register you needed to do that because of what he said.
It was a long
Right.
walk.
G.I.
to
Jane
get
was
up,
not the
walk
joke.
out of his chair,
Right.
go up them steps, cross that.
Mhm.
Step.
To
It was.
think about
It was
like,
a
ugh.
Jada
moment.
could have yelled his name. She could have reached out for him. She could have did anything in
Mhm.
protection of him,
Mm-hmm.
in protecting her.
Mm-hmm.
That was her duty, and I'm not even a wife.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't
No.
want. I don't want to put that
I'm
on her
not
because
even
anything
right.
I do, I don't want to blame it on my kids. My child makes me beyond whatever. But if I do something irrational because my child done set me off, it's still me at the end of the day.
That's
and I'm not
true.
gonna blame my child for setting me
I
off.
just feel like
You
she
gonna have
could
to
have
take
done
respon-
something to help
Yeah,
protect
She
him.
could have, would have stopped the red table years ago, and a
Right.
lot of
That's
that
what
stuff
we
would have
should've
happened.
stopped.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is, and you just gotta take responsibility, and you have to face consequences. A lot of people nowadays, they don't understand consequences,
Right.
and you just gotta understand that. Okay,
I-
you jack up, but you might have to do a consequence because of it.
That's it.
You know, everybody don't get that trophy.
So I do have another question though.
What you?
Okay.
And again, I'm not a wife. I've never been a wife. I've
Okay.
never been married, okay? But when Will decided to resign,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Now, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but Jada Pinkett is a part of the Academy. Am I right?
That I'm not sure of.
No,
Because I don't
you
think
know you have
she's
to pay
ever-
into it. It's like paying dues.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's not.
I don't know, but
I
I know
wouldn't
she
be able to
tried
answer.
to
Yeah.
boycott it a couple years ago.
2016 when
right.
Chris Rock hosted, he made a joke that
Right.
people
Yeah.
So the reason why I brought that up was because when we talking about protection and having your spouse, significant others back or what have you, when he resigned, I'm watching her. I'm
Mhm.
wanting to see what she's going to do in teaming up with him.
Right.
He's at risk of losing. Netflix is dropping him. Sony is dropping him. You got one of your agents is on the fence about dropping you. She didn't. If she's a part of the academy, she didn't stand with him and resign. If now whether or not she's supposed to do that, I'm not, like you say, I'm not gonna put that on her, but I'm looking.
Right.
You know, when the statements were being made, Will made his, he made several. Chris came out, made his. We gonna keep it cute. His brother done made several.
Yeah.
But when Jada came out and made her comment, it still did not protect him. It was
Jada
more
to
just
finally
like,
sit down, be quiet. Just be quiet.
I'm all for her sitting down and
your
be
man
quiet.
handle-
But you
handle
still
his
didn't even
business.
give him any honor. It was,
Right.
I just wish he hadn't slapped Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you not say nothing?
Yeah, I'd rather she
At
didn't
that
say
point.
nothing.
I'd rather she had not said nothing, because to me, you're not, you still don't have his back.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna make 2 quick points. We're gonna move to the next one. You know, we can talk about them
'Cause we can stay there
all
all
Yeah.
night. Okay,
And
so
I'm
2 points
tired.
real quick. 2 points will be this: what you said about the Jada being a part of the academy. I would assume. I don't know for sure, but I would assume that's a no. Reason why I say that is because that's where the original joke in 2016 came from.
Okay.
When he
Okay.
said she's boycotting, but she
Makes
wasn't
sense.
invited. No way.
Makes sense.
So I would say she's not.
Okay.
My other second point that I want to leave to my queens, love y'all to death. But this is when we talk about this, and I know everybody was in an uproar about who's on whose side. He did this, he did that. I went to my page and I posted something. I gave Chris some love. I've never had this many. I mean, I had over 200 reactions on my page. I've never got to that number. I'm glad. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the love. However, it was more so people arguing back and forth about you either with us or against us. So they're basically saying that if I don't get up and slap somebody, then I'm not doing a good job of protecting my
No.
queen. And so I had to go back out there and say, if your queen, if your king decides to honor you verbally or protect you verbal response instead of a violent response, he's still your king.
He's still your king.
He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But if you think we got to get violent with each other,
No, you
then
ain't
that's
gotta
a
get
problem.
violent.
So, and that comes back to here we are arguing over so-called celebrity, and the people that you're closest to, you're ready to cancel them because y'all disagree.
Because you're not going to put your baby dad in that line.
There you go.
Because, you know, we pull guns out around
Right.
here.
Me personally, if
He
you're gonna
just got
defend,
slapped.
if you're gonna defend me, don't slap nobody, because I can slap the hell out of
I
somebody.
can slap
my damn
somebody
self.
myself. I'm going to need you to throw
punch
that hard
mug.
punch.
I mean, I need you to do a male thing. If you're
I'm
gonna
gonna need
protect
an
me,
uppercut.
do a male thing. You know.
Oh, Lord.
But, I mean,
okay,
but
that's
all
one
that
thing
to
next
aside,
because I'm tired
I
talking
never
about
want
them.
to put my brother, my son, my man in a position where he could be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I don't know what that other person running their mouth
If
got.
I am being
Right.
attacked, by all means, go up and do what attack or
Right,
assault that
right.
person.
Yeah, retaliate, but
running your mouth, running your mouth, me some of everything. So I mean,
We all
I
have
can't,
been that.
I can't
Yeah.
have people running up and knocking
That's
everybody
right.
down.
I
Fighting
want
every
him to
day.
have some composure.
We
though.
learned
Be
that in
able to
grade
talk
school,
and
you
then
know.
get off into that. Don't let your first. Now, unless somebody just come up and slap me, I don't need your first reaction to be go beat somebody
Right.
up.
No.
I want to know you got sense.
I got you. So, fam, if y'all online, agree or disagree, we are not canceling Will Smith. We're going to scrape off the bad part and keep the good parts, correct?
And he got plenty of light parts left.
And he got a whole lot of light skin parts left. He just burnt around the edges right now. That's it. That's it. He ain't even close to being charred, as
we
they
done
would say.
over this
Yeah.
Will stuff.
Yeah, we
Throw
good.
another-
Yeah,
good. We gonna
we
move-
can do that.
I'm not so tired of that.
We're going, let me see where we at on the clock. You know what? We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll tackle the next one, okay?
All right.
All right, family, y'all kick it back. Since we are still in love with my boy, Mr. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, let's get into a classic by him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. It's the brand new
Is it
funk
summertime?
right here on Redboi
Oh,
Radio
brand new
Show.
funk.
Let's go.
Hey, my loves, it's your sister Monique, and you're listening to my brother on Redboi Radio, classic R&B and hip hop. Y'all know what it is.
Okay.
Content and conversations for the culture. Mixed with classics. On TRBRS.
Who you know do it better?
All right, so family, we are deep inside our red zone topic of the day, which is a burnt toast. And if you're just now logging in or just now listening in, what we are talking about is technically this whole cancel culture attitude, okay? Like I said, if you've known back in the day, if you grew up in the hood like I did, if you burnt some toast, if it wasn't all the way burnt, you had to scrape off all the bad parts and keep the good parts, okay? So we just got through talking about Will and Jada, and I think we've worn that one out. It's been, almost 2 weeks now, and I think everybody's done. And I think if they ain't getting divorced, we divorce that conversation. All right, we got that. So let's move on to our next one, because there's a few of them out there that we definitely need to talk about, and we've probably talked about them before, but I just want to kind of get an idea of how y'all feel about this, because this is one is pretty heavy, and that is R. Kelly.
Oh my
So
damn.
I've spoke my piece, and I want to hear from the ladies yourselves, because I know what I want to say, but more so from a lady standpoint, what do you do with R. Kelly? Do you scrape off that bad and keep the good, or he's too charred and you got to throw him in the trash?
I'm gonna listen to him in my house and in the car with the window rolled up.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna listen to R. Kelly. R. Kelly, he's the worst. I mean, we knew he was a pervert when he was with Aaliyah. He's just a nasty little pervert. But them parents need to be in jail right next to R. Kelly. He didn't take no chicks, kidnap him off the street. These young women had parental consent, and they had family members that knew exactly what was going on. We know he likes to potty on folks, and just all kind of nasty. He likes underage girls. He likes little flat-chested girls. I mean, it is what it is. We know. We all had that uncle in the house, or that uncle we know about that's a child molester, or that likes young girls and this and that. And everybody
kind of turn their head.
Yeah, turn their head. And that's what happened with these girls. They turn their head. He damn dead wrong. Like I said,
you're separating.
I can separate the artist from the thing. I mean, man, y'all know Mozart was crazy as a loon. You know, all these people, these great artists, they crazy as a loon. That does not excuse what they do. I'm not going to try to free R. Kelly, none of that stuff. I'm not putting no money on his books, none of that bull crap. But I can separate him from his artistry. I don't know.
Okay.
That's just me. What you got,
All right,
Prudence?
bro, what you got?
This is a bit more personal for me.
Okay.
I will say this. I will say that if R. Kelly comes on the radio and I'm in the car, I'm not finna turn it off. If R. Kelly comes on in the club, I ain't finna be running up to the DJ. I'm not gonna do that.
You don't want to be Karen.
No, I'm not gonna be Karen around here on R. Kelly. But I have definitely disassociated myself from R. Kelly because of the allegations. Now, I do not believe R. Kelly was out here locking folks in basements and shit. I don't believe that, but I do believe R. Kelly was.
I believe he was locking them up. I believe he had guards at the doors. He didn't want them to leave, whatever. But
I believe that he was very aggressive in his nature with what he did with these young girls. I believe that the parents, just as you said, are just as guilty as him because they enabled him to do this. And the people that were around him that made deals with prosecutors and so forth and so on, to where the reason why they're not in jail is just as guilty as R. Kelly. I will not be the person out here, should he get free, going to no concerts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not downloading no R. Kelly music from way back when, before the allegations. If I didn't have it before, I ain't got it now. R. Kelly to me was different. I'm a victim of abuse. So I don't play favorites and ride the balance scale on the half beam of it. I don't do that. When it comes to molestation and sexual assault, I am very spot on with I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plain and
So
simple.
no, I don't.
Gotcha.
When as far as R. Kelly is concerned, I guess that means he's too burnt. He's too burnt for me. He's charged. He's going in the trash.
I got you. We ain't gonna even feed that to the ducks. It's just in the trash. I got you. Now, for me, I'm kind of on the same line as you, and I'll say this because, again, for me, it's the respect that I have for Black women, right? Or just women in general, but most importantly, Black women, and the respect I have for them. And what concerns me more that I don't think enough people talk about, and maybe they do. I'm just giving my thought process is the fact that out of all the women that he had, whether they, and I'm mostly moving towards the young ones, but there were older ones as well that dealt with this. When you can get in that situation where you're manipulating them to be a certain way.
Oh yeah.
At that moment, I know when you're doing your dirt, you're not thinking about what's going to happen in the future. So with these young girls that he's actually manipulated and either raped or whatever he did to them, they are now have that mentality is going to carry them for the rest of their life, which means if it ever comes to a decision to have a child, now that, and they happen to have a little girl, you're going to pass it on to her. So what I'm saying is, as far as we are concerned, as far as community, if we keep getting that put into those ladies that are damaged in a sense, then how are we going to survive? That's it's like a domino effect for me. So you might think you destroy one, you actually destroy the generation. Because that'll keep going and going until someone.
Stuff up on pedestals.
It's not art. But here's
stop idolizing them.
But here's the thing. It's not about art. See, that's what I said. We give them that title.
Right.
But that's still a man to me who walked into the hood and tried to destroy half of it because, we're not here unless a queen decides I'm going to be here. Right. So I got to do the best I can to respect them along the way. Because if you make that generational, that queen's gonna have a queen, or that queen's gonna have a young prince, and then all that what's in you, trust me, you're gonna give it to your kids. Yeah. Sometimes,
I said,
and somebody's got to be able to step
celebrity.
up and break.
You need to cancel the uncles and the brothers and the neighbors that are doing this too. I mean, we can start at a closer level.
The term counsel hits harder for the celebrity though, because like you pointed out, in our everyday family where it was going on when it happened, like for myself, it was big mom and auntie turning the head. No one got canceled. He's not a celebrity. They felt like he was a family member that needed help and to be protected just as much as I did, and that I don't believe in that. There are certain things I just don't feel like people can be rehabilitated from, especially if they do it continuously over and over again. He repeatedly sought after women, whether they were younger or, of age, that he could manipulate into doing those things, some very gross things. I mean, when I just think about what got played back in court, it's like there was nothing sexually satisfying about any of that. Right. He just got in your head to the point where you allowed it because you had this loyalty to him or this love for him.
But you see where we can stop listening to him. We can stop bringing him into the house. We can do that. But your family members and people who are doing this
until they cut him off.
But they still at the cookout. Right. They still up in the house. Hell, they still living in the house with the person that they abuse. And their mama done said, just don't go over there and mess with her. You go over there, I'm gonna kill you. But he's still up in the house. So my thing is, I don't want to put these celebrities above reproach when I can't do that to the average person that I can actually touch.
I got you.
That actually may be on my bill.
No, I got you.
Maybe on my mortgage.
And I'll take the celebrity out of it. Let's just do influencers.
Right.
Because that's what they are. They are influencers. And that's why I said it's easy for someone in his stature to influence them to do what they did. And that's what I'm saying. When you take advantage of that and the vulnerability they had and you use that against them, that's why I got a problem with it. So no, he will not be on repeat in my car. Now, if I Believe I Can Fly come on, cool. You know what I'm saying? The World's Greatest, cool.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that, I listen to it differently now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't
help. Oh yeah.
It's like
because what's the little Jeep song? I was like,
right.
But the little Jeep song when I was 20 was like,
it's a different.
Well, when it first hit, and remember, if it first hit and he wasn't found guilty,
right?
I couldn't listen to Age Ain't Nothing But a Number to sing.
Oh yeah,
right.
I was because that was when the whole Aaliyah. Well, actually, the Aaliyah thing was kind of rumored all way before then, but when it finally hit and was confirmed. And while we talking about parents, her mama.
Oh yeah,
her mama need her ass whooped.
There you go. Yeah,
because it wasn't until her uncle came out and spilled all the tea. And I was
the
like,
uncle took her to get an abortion, didn't he? But
what?
We getting too deep
long
into
story.
this one too.
So,
what's the next
so
one?
we got you scraped off.
Huh?
You kept
you kept a couple.
I can listen to it and separate it. I'm not gonna play it personally, but if I'm around when it's playing, I'm not gonna.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, on to our next one real quick. We'll try to keep this one quick as the last one. I think we definitely going to probably get into. We got time. We got about 20 minutes left, I guess. So, real quick, Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with him? I ain't even look. My toast came out just fine when it comes to Bill Cosby. I'm sorry. Now, that's not to disrespect the women that went through whatever they went through because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But some of the stories that came out, you get to question. Okay, so for me, I put the dial on the right number. I'm still cool. I'm good.
I'm
So,
eating the toast. Bill Cosby was a freak. Bill Cosby had NDAs. Y'all was supposed to be signed.
Everybody was on drugs.
Y'all was everybody who went to the party
and I'm
knew
not trying
what
to
was
say,
going to go down.
And I'm not trying to say nothing.
Welcome
but
home, Uncle Bill. We glad you safe at
the
the
darker
house.
the berry, the sweeter the juice, and that's who went up in there.
Yeah.
They was like, "Oh, let me go get this. It's a black celebrity we can touch. Let's touch him."
That's simple.
And
right?
then they woke up and they said, "Hey, we getting married." He said,
Yeah.
"B,
This is
what's
the
your name?"
sad part about that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry, because he might have done some of them women like that. I mean, it's a lot of them.
We can't say because if he did, it was so many lies that got told.
Yeah.
My whole thing with the Cosby situation was there were so many women, like you pointed out, that purposely, knowing what was going to go down, did that. These are women. Not all of them. I don't want to be quoted as saying all these women. Not all of these women had also had previous cases and had been paid, okay, and came their asses right back.
Well, look, he has several TV shows. You mean all them actresses and women he was on these TV shows with, he never tried to holler at, never tried to give them a roofie to, never tried to
I don't
hunch on
believe
nobody's
that.
legs. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
believe he did it with everybody, but I do believe he did it.
Because I'm just saying.
He's in the zone at that time.
He had been getting away with it. He
right.
had been enabled.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you hear other musicians who are
They thought it was
his
part of the
age,
lifestyle. He was a rich
they
black
say,
man.
you know
and
this. When you go
coochie
to
was
those
part of
parties,
his
you got
lifestyle.
heroin, you got
It was
cocaine,
part
you
of
got
his lifestyle.
marijuana, and you got somebody over here letting you know, hey, when you come in here, everything goes.
Yes.
Everything
And you know
goes.
you're going to these parties, you're a groupie. You know what's
The
going on.
only thing he
I
was
wouldn't
trying
go
to
to them
protect was
parties.
his wife.
Right.
He did not want
Right.
Camille to know about that.
Right.
Now, that's a whole
Like baby
nother
girl that
topic.
went up to Mike Tyson room. Now come on, you call me up at 2:00 in the morning, come sign this
Yeah.
autograph.
True. Hey,
Well,
that's why I'm letting the ladies handle that. Because if it come from my side, I'll be like, yeah, I don't
You
be looking okay.
know,
So I'm letting y'all
a
handle that.
dude
But I
called me
got
to
you.
come up
I
at
got
2:00 in the morning. I'm gonna be offended if we not.
Right.
I'm just saying, because you
And
can call.
that's
Okay,
Anjelie,
so
y'all.
can
Yeah.
I share a
You
story
can call
on
me at
that?
9:00 to sign.
Okay, so I would like to share a story about that.
Okay,
and this
you
is a
good.
true story. This is a comedian that's here in Dallas. Okay, and
Google.
I was asked. I'm definitely not giving any names,
Yeah.
I know.
but I was asked to, and this is someone I looked at as a friend. You know, we're friends. Every time we see each other, we cracking jokes, hug, whatever. And this one particular time, this person invited me over to their home. It was a dinner, and he wanted to cook for him. And I'm like, at first, ladies, this is my note before I get through this story. I always listen to your first mom. At first, I was like, maybe I shouldn't. You know, it's already after 8:00. But then I was like, this is my homeboy. We cool.
Mhm.
You know, ain't nothing gonna happen. Long story short, tying into the Tyson situation and how mine kind of paralleled that. Once I got in that house and there was something said that made me uncomfortable,
Mhm.
I personally did not. At that point I was scared,
Mhm.
but I also didn't feel like I could run out the door. I said no. I said no, I'm good. I
Mhm.
said no 4 times. And at that point I felt obligated to get myself through that moment and out the door.
Mhm.
And that's what I did. Now, would somebody say that's rape? I would say yes. Somebody else would say no because you eventually consented to it. I didn't want to.
Mhm.
I felt obligated.
And that's probably
So-
from your past traumas, because that's not gonna happen over here. My mouth is too big. I'm
Right.
just not gonna. And that's the self-esteem and your past traumas live you through that. When I was a young soldier, just joined in the military, I think I was only in. I just got done with training, and it was a chief, and he had sexually harassed every single chick in the unit. When the MPs called me down, you know, they was like, Barton. I was like, nope. They was like, wait a minute. So they rephrased the question. I said, you can rephrase it all you want. No. And they was like, he never said anything inappropriate to you. I said, oh yeah, he said something inappropriate to me. They was like, well then that's no. I said, no, that was not harassment. Because I told him, you want me to call you White Vicky and let's see what she did. And my dad told me this when I was growing up and I was going into the military. He said, you're gonna be a piece of meat. You're gonna be a young piece of meat. He said, you stop it right then at the door. As soon as it starts feeling uncomfortable, you stop it. And so I was raised that way, that, you stop that stuff. And, everybody was like,
no giggling.
You couldn't believe that,
Yeah.
They was like, wait a minute, out of all the women is 30 and you young and cute and new in the unit, don't know that much about the military, you didn't. No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's something
gotcha.
I wish that most women could have. But
Yeah.
where you grew up, father
and I was
instilling that
loud.
in you.
I'm a
I
loud
grew up,
chick.
father not there.
Not there,
Yeah.
right.
So there was
It's
no
your
male,
upbringing, right.
yeah, it was no male figure to instill that in me and to let me know that is powerful and they will stop, or this is something else you can do that wasn't there. So yes, it does have a lot to do with my past traumas and the way I may have been raised and things that
Your
have
fight or
happened to me
flight.
before.
Everybody has a fight or flight. And if you got to
that
do what
point.
you got to do to get out that situation safely in
Mhm.
your eyes, then that's not wrong.
And that's what I think about when I think about the young ladies in R. Kelly's situation or the women who may have been in Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is slightly different for me. but
Right.
I think about
Yeah.
that,
I'm thinking if I set my daughter off to be a star or whatever, and I sent her off with R. Kelly, and I ain't talked to my baby in a week. I
That's
ain't
a
talked to her
problem.
in 2 weeks.
fine.
Baby, we
They
going
gonna
to the
get
door
you. If I
with
ain't
the
talked to my
CIA,
baby
the
in 2
FBI,
days.
the Russian. I don't
See,
care
y'all,
what
y'all done
KGB.
gave it a vacation
We-
time.
we-
If I ain't talked to my baby in 2 days, I need answers.
I don't even talk to my child like that.
I
But I'm
do.
telling you, if I send her off somewhere and I can't get
My
her on the
son.
phone,
See, they thought, look, we're going to way out. We good, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Breathe. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. Okay.
yeah,
Right,
I just,
so Bill Cosby's kept?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good.
Keep
All
it
right,
good.
all right. So let me see. I'm looking at my time. We're gonna do some quick shots then. Real quick shots on this one. I can't say if this person has ever really been with us. Well, she was for a moment in time, but she made her own bed. Candace. Candace Owens.
oh hell no, I never liked her, so it ain't no cancel.
Burnt.
So I ain't like you.
Burnt and thrown.
She's a wannabe. She's not even in government or politics, but she wanna
Right,
be.
but she wanna be.
She wanna be.
Thrown
yeah.
away.
But did we ever like her?
That's what I'm saying. She
No.
she loved us for about 5 minutes.
No.
So yes or no? She gone or good? Gone or
That's going to be burnt toast, Your Honor. No return, Your Honor.
I would take burnt toast for 1,000, Alex. I got you. All right. Stacey Dash.
Oh, Stacey
'Cause
Dash.
she's starting to seem like she want to come back to the house.
No.
But is she welcome?
No.
Yes or no?
No, not to me.
Quick
No.
shot.
No. And that's because I don't deal with ignorance.
Okay.
And she just ignorant to me. Just ignorant.
Okay.
Now people grow and change.
Stacey
People
can
grow and
sit
change.
on the porch.
Okay.
She can't come in the house. She can sit on the porch, and we gonna get at a time frame.
Okay.
I'ma throw her some
it's-
water if she's
it's
caught on
burnt,
fire, but that's
what?
about
How do you
it.
explain that burnt? Because she
It's
she
burnt, but we're not throwing it away.
okay, we're gonna save it for the ducks,
It's-
just in case.
That's duck
we're
toast.
gonna feed it to the duck.
She duck
yeah,
toast.
okay.
She duck toast.
Gotcha.
She duck toast.
Okay.
She duck toast.
Now,
What-
Amarosa.
Hell, we didn't like her in the first place either. Like, get some likable people.
Well, I'm asking
I say no
and that's
to-
the reason why I bring these folks up because they actually are speaking out
Right.
for the culture now.
Right.
But
I'm
before,
not
so
buying it.
asking, yeah, are you?
I'm
welcome
not
back?
buying it because Amarosa, you did everything you knew to do
Mm-hmm.
to put yourself in that position in that White House. You did it
Mhm.
on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to come run back to the black community with the, oh, yeah, he said this. And yeah, he
Yeah.
said that, ma'am. You
Them
and the he
coins
said,
dried
she
up
said
and
can go
baby.
right on back over there and see if he'll hire you back.
She trying to be
Okay.
relevant.
No.
Boo-boo.
Amarosa and little Candace can go
Done.
and stay over there.
All right, another quick shot before we get to our last guy. All right, quick shot. Herschel Walker.
Oh, hell no.
No, well,
Burnt.
I ain't like him either.
Burnt. Well,
So-
see, everybody loved him when he was a running back and he was doing
I did.
good
I
things.
don't do
and-
sports, so that wasn't no biggie
yeah.
for
So
me. That wasn't no
he was in
biggie
Dallas for a while. They loved him then,
Mm-mm.
but now he on the campaign trail.
Go
Bye.
on, put him and OJ. can
Hollering
hold hands
CTR instead of
somewhere.
CRT. Pray for him. You know what I mean? So he's burnt. He's
Burnt.
gone.
He gone.
Okay, I got you. Y'all give me somebody. Well, let me not say me because I got someone I want to go last with. So
I
we'll
got somebody, but they not in the black culture. So, and this hurt my heart. And they did these people wrong.
Okay.
You know, they jacked up with, you might not know.
Okay.
You might know because you was military and we listen to some of everything. The
Okay.
Dixie Chicks, the Dixie Chicks is something about Bush and
Yeah.
they no more. I love me some Dixie Chicks.
You mean the Chicks?
Oh, the Chicks. Yeah,
No,
they got
'cause
rid
took,
of them.
They took the Dixie out for real because of the
them and Lady Antebellum.
Yeah,
but they're no
okay.
more. They'll never
Yeah.
come back for that.
Yeah,
All because
that's
of their
unfortunate.
opinion on Bush, and they'll never come back.
But it wasn't like they were spitting facts. They were spitting facts, but
Yeah.
the people that's gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right. I know this guy was never for us, but there may come a time he may want to come home when he wake up. We had to wake up. Some of us, not all. And I'm gonna just throw it out there. Tim Scott,
Who's that?
The politician?
Yeah, in the Senate.
No, hell no.
I don't know him. I don't know him.
Mm-mm.
All right, I threw that out for giggles
Yeah, I
because
don't know him.
that is a definite.
I
Yeah,
don't know him.
that level was up to 10
The one
on
over
purpose.
Breonna Taylor's case.
No, that was the DA. That was over.
Remind me,
but,
okay, which
but
one
Tim
was he?
Scott, he's actually in the Senate. He's from South Carolina.
Bald Hill.
Yes.
Yes, no, it's still a no.
I call him instead of Bubba Gump. I call him Bubba Gum.
M
'cause
don't know
his
him.
gums
It's
Is that
still
the
a
one
no.
that
Yeah.
put the no on the judge?
Yeah, he
Supreme
did.
Court judge?
He did.
Oh yeah, bless
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
heart. Bless
Bless
his
his
heart.
heart. Okay.
No.
All right, so that we don't run out of time, let's get to this last one because I know it's going to be a further discussion on this one. It's going to be extended before we get out of here. Last but not least, burnt or not burnt, or we can scrape it off. Kanye West.
Listen, I'm on the fence about Kanye West only
Mm-hmm.
because Kanye is bipolar.
Okay.
That is the only thing that makes me go on the fence about Kanye. Kanye has did and said everything to make me say throw his ass in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
But because he has this medical condition, this mental health condition, I am hopeful that this brother can get a breakthrough and the help that he truly needs. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change his opinion on anything. That's not what it means. But for what I have seen happen to him and what I've seen him put his own self through, I'd rather kind of give him a chance before I throw him all the way away. And trust me, he has said enough to make me pull out that hefty cinch sack and wrap it right on up. But I have hope for Kanye.
Okay. So he ain't burnt all the way. He's
not with me.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't really like Kanye before this stuff started.
You never liked
And I
Kanye?
I'm not them little clothes and them little shoes.
Oh.
And
We can't
hoes.
even talk
You know,
about
we ain't talking. Yeah, I ain't
my
never
bestie
buy
know
that.
I don't do holes in my clothes.
Me
so
neither.
I
can make
can't
them
do no holes
myself.
in my
I got you
clothes.
there. Okay.
But yeah, no, he just a little too. Right now, he's stalking old girl,
Yeah.
and it's just too
Well,
much.
he went and got help. He stopped
and you
it.
threatening people. I'm like, you at a level. It's like I said, there's certain levels.
I think
where you
somebody
shouldn't even
finally
go there.
got him on that.
I
I
would
think
hope so.
somebody finally got him on that because he pulled himself out of Coachella. They canceled him from the Grammys, and he has been pretty much off the scene and with his kids since.
He need to do something. He's still tweeting away. Somebody stop his tweet.
He done got back on Twitter.
Yeah.
I
I know they banned him
from.
not banned him, but he was suspended.
Yeah, I think
if he ain't on there, he
a
on the
short-
gram. So either way, you look
he
at
just
it.
bless his heart.
I would say,
I'm gonna pray for that one.
Huh?
I'm gonna pray for
Yeah,
that.
because you got to.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
pray for
because
that
I'm gonna tell you when Kanye first came out, I mean he had some good. Music.
I was a Kanye fan.
I mean college
College
dropout,
Dropout,
graduate. I mean all that was just
Graduation.
beautiful music wise. Now right now what he's going through, like you
I'm
said,
gonna tell
I
you
hope
where
he
I
gets
got
some help
concerned.
because ever since
808
he
and
lost it,
Heartbreak.
yeah, ever
That's
since
when
he
he
lost
lost
his
his
mama,
mom.
it kind of went down. So that's why because of that.
I'm
I say
concerned
I
with
know
you
he
getting these
needs that help
chicks,
because
moving
of
them
his
in the
mom.
house, having them around your kids, but you don't want Kim to stay.
Well,
with
Trauma.
here's the other
Steady
thing too.
dude.
I mean,
And then you getting these women, you putting shit over their
He-
faces, you
he-
making them wear this, that.
you
you
talking
doing
about
a little
the
bit of
clothing line?
controlling.
Clothing line, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the little white girl he had. I don't know her name, but he changed the way she looked. He wanted to change her face, and then she just couldn't take it no more. And I think she only lasted a week or two. I don't even know the girl's
You
name.
talking about Fox?
Yeah,
think her
she
name was
famous or
Fox.
something.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's already famous.
yeah, but
I would
yeah.
say this. To
She was like,
all,
I couldn't do it.
keep your life Kardashian free, and I think you'll survive.
But you know, he
I'm
can
just gonna
get
say
him
that.
a regular
I'm gonna put
chick
that
that's
out there.
not famous, and he can mold
That's
her
what
and
he
do
has now.
do all
That's what
that
he's
good
doing
stuff he want
now.
to do. But quit trying to change somebody that's already got an identity.
Well, my whole thing is quit trying to change people. Period.
Well, you know, that's his. I mean, he can't.
Why are we
he can't
in the
change
business of
him
trying to
because he
change
can't
people?
change him. So he got to get somebody else he can change.
And he's a little narcissistic as well.
He is not a little.
Okay,
He
all right.
is
That money,
huge
I'm trying to be.
that money would do.
I'm trying to be nice. So,
He is
yeah.
a huge narcissist, and I feel
I want
like
some money,
he
but I
met
don't want
his
that much
match
money.
with
Yeah,
Kim.
I don't want that much money.
'Cause she
He
get more
met his
attention than
match
him.
with Kim.
Yeah. But he even said it too. He even put in his music. His wife is a superstar, all from a home movie. I
Mhm.
mean, you walked right into that one, my brother. So guess
Yeah.
what?
Hell, so was Amber.
You made but
Look,
you made the bed. You
he
got to
like
lie. That's what I'm
he
saying.
like him
So,
that way.
I guess so.
He like him.
Now
that way.
his first fiance was nothing like them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
She was
that was
nothing
before
like
he was
them.
famous.
Yeah.
That was before he was famous and all that. Yeah.
It was right at the start of his
Yeah.
celebrity status.
And
it
you
was
see
right
that
at the
didn't last
start,
long. He couldn't,
and
You know.
he broke up with her right after,
Mhm.
shortly after his mother passed,
Yeah.
and then that's entered in Amber Rose.
Yeah, she didn't even
and
know that
I
was a
feel
blessing.
like that was him lashing
That's a
out.
spiral.
That was
So
the
now-
No, that was
spiral.
that was the money. That
Yeah,
was
but
I'm give me a
talking
big
about-
booty
I'm talking
hoe.
about mentally. I'm talking about a
Mentally,
mental
that
spiral.
began to
He had got
spiral.
he had got to the point where he has so much money. I can buy me a chick.
I
So-
mean, but he was thinking that regardless.
So I'm gonna
once
get the
he got signed
baddest,
to
you know.
Roc
So I'm gonna get the
Nation.
baddest chick I can buy.
And Amber was the video girl.
Yeah.
She was the number one video girl.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of
But
money.
I ain't
so.
throwing Kanye away.
No, me neither. So I'm
I'm
scraping
praying
out them
for him.
edges because it's only the
Yeah.
edges right now because we know he need help, and
Mm-hmm.
then we keeping Kanye around. It could have been so many other people that we talked about. You know what I'm saying? I
I
say
was hoping
celebrities.
you said
You know, I was trying to get to T.I. You know, and you know what? Real quick on T.I. Let me.
We
My
talk about
man
his
Spider, who's in the building, who makes us look good and sound good. Spider, are we good on time?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, we're good. So let's go ahead, bro. Let's talk about Mr. T.I. I wanted to go there so bad.
So you know
but
he's trying to do comedy, right?
I saw the video.
Okay, so you know
I
exactly
saw the
where
video,
I'm
so
going with this.
that's the problem that I have. Yeah, but go ahead.
And that's where my problem
Yeah.
stems, because I don't have a problem with anyone going out here and trying to do whatever it is they want to do.
Yeah,
But T.I., you have lived a life in
Mhm.
such a way that it has brought you and your wife this certain attention. Now,
Mhm.
T.I. and Tiny have never made it a secret about how freaky they get in their bedroom.
Right.
That has never been a secret.
hmm
I do not believe that T.I. and Tiny held anyone against their will.
right.
I do not believe that. But T.I., I'm going to need you to sit down, bruh. I'm going to need you to sit down and need you to understand that in the field of comedy, we can all agree
hmm
nothing is off the table. And you can't sit your I'm T.I. status ass out there heckling a comedian and not expect her or him
hmm
to come at you. So why was it a
that's
problem
anybody.
when she said, I'll take my wig off when you address them rape allegations? Now you want to get up and grab a mic and talk about how it wasn't true, and then you want to give her a hug like that was going
Right.
to do something. And I'm like, okay, so what point were you trying to prove?
I'm glad she responded the way she responded.
I am
Yeah.
Because
too.
even after the hug, she said, okay, I'll say this. You're right. You ain't been charged. But however, you not fit to come on stage and tell me.
What?
How to run. Huh?
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad she
Well,
said
a
it
hit
because
dog
it
will
looked
holler,
embarrassing.
as
Yeah,
my
but
brother
he-
would say. A hit
yeah.
dog will holler. So that's what it made him holler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's more embarrassing to me because this is just me. Because we fresh off the Oscars with that mess.
There
And
you
he-
go.
and here you are.
there you go doing
Right.
almost the same damn
Yeah, but
thing.
my thing is that makes you look soft because it's
A woman.
Exactly.
This
Now,
is a
I didn't
female.
want to sound crazy, but that to me, that's a female telling jokes, and that's who you're gonna attack.
Mm.
It made no sense to me. Just sit there, take a laugh, hee hee, ha ha. You got me, and we gonna move
Well,
on.
Or you could have even sat out there and be like, yeah, that wasn't even funny. You could have
Right,
even
just
did
don't.
that. And
Right.
it would have been
Exactly.
perfectly
Right.
fine.
But he got up, stood up, grabbed the mic, did all that, and they gonna try to hug. Nah, bro, get off me.
So are we canceling?
Get it. I don't know about the cancel. I don't know.
I'm not gonna cancel him
I'm not.
I'm not going to cancel him, but I am going to call him
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with that, but I don't think he needs to be canceled for it. But yeah,
We're going
that
to feed
is
him. I'm going
just-
to feed him to the ducks.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'ma feed him to the
yeah,
ducks for
okay.
that
For that
Oh,
one.
damn.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, family. So that is the show for today. I thank y'all so much for joining us. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, if you are listening to the playback right now on your favorite podcast format, make sure you go to and leave a comment, or you can go to my page or to my website at theredboyradioshow.com. Let me know what you think, not only about this particular show and the topic, let me know how you think about the show, period, point blank.
You better
Show your
say you
boy
love
some
it.
love or show me some hate, whatever it takes.
No
I
hate
don't care.
allowed.
It's all good for me. What they say, good publicity no matter what. Even if it's bad, it's
All
still
publicity is
right?
good publicity.
There you go. So I'm straight with it no matter what. So
I don't
Anjelie,
want to see no hate.
thank you for joining us today. We're gonna be on time next time, right?
Yeah, you gonna have to give me. I don't know what day of the week or
here,
what time it is.
I purposely chose a co-host that had a military life, so I knew she would know how to show up 15 minutes prior to 15 minutes prior. Ain't that how we do it?
I thought it was 7 to 9.
Okay, but I
7
appreciate it. I'm glad you're here though. It's all love.
Oh,
it's
Jay.
all love. So
Okay, this is your shirt, Jay. So
show love. All right.
Yeah, I got to show Jay love that is.
And my girl Prudence, thank you so much.
No,
for
thank you guys
doing
for
the
having
time.
me.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know you busy. You stay busy. So for you to take 2 hours out of your day to come and holler and sit down and relax and have this conversation, I surely appreciate it. I gotta have you back though.
I appreciate this.
You
Was
dropped
so
that
much
fire,
fun.
so I gotta have you back. So even if it's right
Put
before
me
the
down
show
for the media
drops,
pass, 'cause I'm coming.
yeah.
Oh yes, ma'am,
yeah,
indeed.
we
yes.
definitely we're gonna have to talk
July
about that a little bit
8th.
more. July,
Yes.
yeah. Tell them one more time.
Okay, so gather around the throne, guys. This is our 3rd annual event for this. It's going to be July 8th through the 10th. Media night is going to be July 8th, but you guys can purchase tickets on Ticketlocity. You can follow me on any of my social media pages. Facebook, I'm Prudence Sneed or Prudence the Osset. You can find me on Twitter as the Osset. You can find me on Instagram as the Osset. I'm also on TikTok. Forgot about that. Prudence the Osset. And you can definitely find a link to purchase the tickets for Gather Around the Throne. And please keep in mind, too, that when you purchase those tickets, a portion of those proceeds are going toward our 2nd annual college trunk drive. So you get to help us with purchasing trunks as well as filling those trunks with essential dorm items. So please support any way you can. Even if you're just resharing the post, I appreciate that because you're going to reach an audience that I may not be able to get to. So anything and everything helps me. Thank you.
There it is, Anjelie. Before we get out of here, tell the folks about the one race, please.
Hey, One Race. Y'all can't see off the camera over here, but my Ace Boone Coon over here, my co-founder, One Race. We feed the homeless. Since I've been back, we haven't been doing it regularly, but we're going back to weekly. I think Monday we're gonna try to do it at noon. So even if you cannot donate items, you're always welcome to come and just ride along, see what we do.
Okay.
Come out and help the community.
Tell them how they can donate, reach you.
You can go to my Facebook page, which is One Race. You can go to my personal page, Anjelie Bargin. You can go Katrina Clark. Hit us up.
We'll
be happy to.
And you have something else?
Oh, when she said that, I thought about my website. You guys can visit me at the OssetsFoundationInc.com. That's TheAusets. I hope you know how to spell foundation and INC.com. But that's also where you can go and get information about Gather Around the Throne and the college drive. So yes.
There it is. All right. So once again, Queens, thank y'all.
Thank
so
you.
much for today.
Thank
Of course,
you,
I know,
Anjelie.
Anjelie, you'll be back. She's going to be my co-host for a while, fam, as long as I can keep her and as long as she can show up on time when they tell her to be somewhere. We'll make it work. Okay. Yeah, you going to let Alexa know? All right, blame it on her if it don't go off. Okay, I got you. All right, family, so we're about to get out here. Once again, I thank y'all so much. What we're going to go out to with today is from my man, Pre-K. Kanye. When I say pre-K, it's before them Kardashians got in his life. That's what we're going to leave with. But before we leave, family, let me just leave you with this. Faith and doubt are two opposite words, but they have one thing in common, and that is they both believe in a future that has not happened yet. So you're going to ride with doubt, you're going to ride with faith. Here at the Redboi Radio Show, we ride with faith. I'll holler at y'all. Love y'all.
I like that.
Peace.